Number 15, the Chihuahua Giant. The Chihuahua Giant is a massive western red cedar and the tallest tree in Canada. It stands near Chihuahua Lake, located within the Pacific Rim National Park Reserve on Vancouver Island, and towers over everything in its surroundings. The tree was discovered in 1988 and now reaches 182 feet in height, with a trunk over 20 feet wide. It contains nearly 16,000 cubic feet of wood, enough to make around 450 telephone poles. Thankfully, it will never be used for that, as the area became protected in 1971. This protection was essential since about 87% of Vancouver Island's old-growth forests have already been logged. And without such measures, the Chihuahua Giant and others like it would likely have been cut down as well. Number 14, wisteria. Wisteria trees are among the most desired plants globally and are native to China, Korea, Japan, and parts of the United States. While they're often seen climbing garden walls or growing in backyards, with proper care, they can grow to massive sizes. One of the largest and most breathtaking examples is found at Ashikaga Flower Park in Japan. This tree is 144 years old and now spans about half an acre. When in full bloom, its hanging vines become so heavy that they need a system of steel supports to hold them up and let the plant thrive. The canopy is truly mesmerizing. When sunlight filters through, it bathes everything below in soft shades of pink and purple, making it one of the most famous botanical wonders in the world. Number 13, Dorner fir. The Dorner fir, located in the Coos County Forest of Oregon, is a coastal Douglas fir and stands just over 327 feet tall, making it the tallest known non-redwood tree in the world. It's remarkable that it reached such height, considering most of Oregon's giant trees were cut down to meet the construction industry's needs. This particular tree was discovered only in 1989, having somehow escaped the loggers, and is now fully protected from the same fate. Estimated to be between 450 and 500 years old, it has a trunk diameter of about 11.5 feet. While not the thickest Douglas fir ever recorded, this suggests there may still be an even larger one hidden somewhere, waiting to be found and perhaps claim the Dorner fir's crown. Number 12, Lagoa Christmas tree. While everyone has their own trees and plants at home, there's one kind that brings millions together each year: the Christmas tree. You might have seen huge ones like the Rockefeller Center tree, but none compare to the magnificent display in Rio de Janeiro. The Lagoa Christmas tree is the world's largest floating Christmas tree, standing just under 279 feet tall. It serves as the centerpiece of the city's festive celebrations, crowned by a star that astonishingly weighs 2.5 tons. Every December, it drifts across the bay, dazzling onlookers, especially when surrounded by the nightly fireworks that light up the sky. Number 11, Centurion. Centurion, a Eucalyptus regnans, is the tallest tree in Australia. Found in southern Tasmania, it stands at over 327 feet tall, making it the largest flowering plant and hardwood tree on Earth. The name Centurion was given because it was the 100th notable tree discovered by Tasmania's Forestry Commission. Its survival is almost a matter of luck, as it's now surrounded by a secondary forest. Most of the original trees were either cut down or destroyed by fire. The Centurion itself was damaged by fire in early 2019, leaving a hollow at its base, but it has managed to survive and continues to grow. Access to the area is restricted to prevent harm, and experts believe it still has the potential to reach even greater heights in the future. Number 10, Tane Mahuta. Deep within the Waipua rainforest on New Zealand's North Island stands a tree of immense size and profound spiritual importance to the local Maori people. Called Tane Mahuta, meaning Lord of the Forest, it's named after the Maori god of forests and birds, and is the largest known kauri tree in the world. It reaches nearly 169 feet in height and has a trunk circumference of 62 feet. Visitors from around the globe travel to witness it, and many report feeling deeply moved, even to tears, by its presence. This species is now extremely rare due to widespread deforestation in the 19th century and the spread of kauri dieback disease, a highly contagious root rot. To protect Tane Mahuta, visitors must clean their footwear and remove soil from their clothing before approaching. And raised walkways have been built to safeguard its delicate root system. Number 9, Nimina Lagaral Mina. Nimina Lagaral Mina is the tallest known Tasmanian blue gum tree in the world, standing at 298 feet. As seen from aerial views, it lies dangerously close to sections of forest that have been nearly wiped out by logging. Fortunately, it has survived due to strict local forestry laws that protect any tree taller than 278 feet. Although it holds the record today, it's confirmed that some individuals in the past grew at least 35 feet taller. The species remains highly valued since its wood is excellent for pulp production, and its eucalyptus oil plays an important role in the local economy. To prevent the destruction of ancient trees like this one, smaller cultivated plantations are now used to meet demand. Its name, meaning mother and daughter in the Aboriginal language, is somewhat controversial, as local communities have objected to such naming of champion trees, arguing that it gives undue credibility to the Forestry Commission, the very authority they hold responsible for the extensive logging of Tasmania's native forests. Number 8. Bhutan cypress. The Bhutan cypress, also known as the Kashmir cypress, is an evergreen conifer native to Bhutan. It's a popular ornamental tree, often found in gardens where it grows up to 50 feet tall. But in the wild, under ideal conditions, it can reach nearly 3 times that height. One tree in the Himalayas is rumored to stand about 312 feet tall, though its exact location remains a mystery. Its blue-green, scale-like leaves make it easily recognizable, yet it's becoming rarer due to local demand for its valuable wood. In Bhutan, it holds deep spiritual meaning as the national tree and has been planted for centuries around Buddhist temples and monasteries. Number 7. Servam servam, found within the Evercreech Forest Reserve in Tasmania, holds the title of the tallest manna gum tree in the world. It belongs to a group of incredibly tall trees in the same area known as the White Knights. Standing just under 300 feet tall, Servam is the largest among them. The group's existence was unexpected, as this species was once believed to grow only to modest heights. Back in the 1930s and 40s, logging plans were made to cut them down, but due to the difficulty of transporting the timber, the idea was abandoned. Later, in the 1970s, a road was built to access the forest. Yet once researchers realized how unusually tall these trees were, they decided to protect them instead. The Evercreech Forest Reserve was then officially established to safeguard the area. Today, scenic trails allow visitors to admire the White Knights up close, and a wooden boardwalk has been added around Servam's base to protect its roots, though some argue it makes the tree look as if it's been chained in place. Number 6. Juggernaut. Juggernaut, also known as Grogan's Fault or Spartan, stands proudly in the Jebediah Smith Redwoods State Park in California. Reaching an incredible height of 460 feet, it's recognized as the 9th largest tree on Earth and holds the record for being the tallest known single-stem coast redwood. Astonishingly, this giant wasn't even discovered until 2014 during a large-scale project by the California State Parks Foundation to map all trees in the region. An aircraft equipped with LiDAR sensors flew over the forests, scanning the ground below at a rate of 85,000 points per second. After years of data analysis, Juggernaut's full measurements were confirmed. Along with its towering height, it boasts an impressive width of 27.37 feet and an estimated wood volume of 42,158 cubic feet. Number 5. Yellow Meranti in the Malaysian state of Sabah on the island of Borneo. Researchers have been discovering increasingly taller trees during forest surveys using aerial scanning technology. They've concentrated on a species known as the Yellow Meranti, and over the years, the record for its height has kept rising, from 288 feet to 308.7 feet in 2016, and then in 2019, a new giant measuring 330.7 feet was found. This makes it the tallest tropical tree ever recorded, and even heavier than a fully loaded Boeing 737. And that's not even counting the roots. The tree was named Menara, which means tower in Malay, an apt name since if it were laid flat, it would stretch longer than a football field. All of these massive trees were discovered within the Danam Valley Conservation Area, one of Southeast Asia's most protected rainforest regions. The area is also home to endangered species such as orangutans, clouded leopards, and forest elephants. Yellow Meranti trees themselves are endangered too, largely due to deforestation for timber used in concrete molds. For that reason, research in the area is tightly restricted to minimize human interference. Many experts believe there could be even taller trees hidden deep within the forests, perhaps of other species. but it may take years before they're finally found. Number 4, Tennessee treehouse. When people spot a tall, sturdy tree, many instantly imagine building a treehouse within it. And one of the most remarkable examples once stood in Crossville, Tennessee. Built by a local man named Horace Burgess, this extraordinary structure took more than 11 years to finish. When completed, it reached 10 stories high, spreading across 10,000 square feet, and surrounded an 80-foot white oak that served as its core. Inside, it had everything a home could offer, and even more. The massive design featured a sanctuary, a basketball court, numerous rooms, spiral staircases, walkways, and balconies. 6 additional nearby trees were used to provide stability, and Burgess even added a chapel where he personally conducted 23 weddings. Astonishingly, the entire project cost only about $12,000, with most of the materials sourced from scrap. Held together by roughly 258,000 nails, the minister's treehouse quickly became a beloved tourist spot. Sadly, it didn't stand the test of time. It was shut down to visitors in 2012 for not meeting building codes. And in October 2019, a devastating fire engulfed it completely within 15 minutes. Since there was no electricity or lightning activity in the area, the cause of the blaze was considered suspicious, though no formal investigation has ever been launched. Number 3, rainbow eucalyptus. One of the most stunning trees for their appearance is the rainbow eucalyptus, and in the right conditions, they grow surprisingly tall. Native to the Philippines, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea, they've been exported around the world and are now grown in a range of different environments because there is truly no other tree that looks anything like them. Their trunks are covered in vibrant colors, and this occurs because of the way that they grow. They can reach up to 250 feet tall with a trunk diameter of as much as 100 inches, and they can reach this size in a relatively short period of time. This fast rate of growth results in the periodical shedding of strips of bark, and this is when the colors of the inner layers become revealed. Streaks of greens, reds, oranges, grays, and purples can emerge, almost as if it's been splattered with paint. One of the most amazing rainbow eucalyptus specimens in the world can be found on the Hawaiian island of Kauai. They were imported in the 1920s in an attempt to help control soil erosion and to regrow the forest that had been cut down, and the environment proved to be perfect. Some roads are now lined with them, with individuals growing in excess of 200 feet in what is both a surreal and incredible sight. Number 2, Sumamera. The Amazon rainforest is well known for its rich biodiversity, and it's not just animals that thrive here. There are an estimated 390 billion trees from as many as 16,000 different species, but because of the climate they grow in, very few reach the heights of species found elsewhere in the world. There's one exception to this, though, called the Sumamera. It's a species of kapok tree and is by far the highest in the rainforest, growing to an average height of 200 feet. There are likely specimens that become far higher, with the current record standing at 252 feet. It's an incredibly fast-growing species and can rise tens of feet per year, which means that what may have seemed like an average-sized tree a few years ago may now be the tallest in the rainforest, and we'd never know about it. Their trunks have a diameter of around 10 feet, and they're one of the most easily recognizable types of trees in the Amazon basin. They tend to grow on the floodplains of the rivers, mainly because when they're growing, they need huge amounts of water and nutrients to sustain their development. But their roots grow above ground to protect against the floodwaters of the wet season and can be seen reaching as high as 50 feet up the trunk. Each tree produces hundreds of seed pods that are surrounded by fluffy fiber, and because of their stature in the rainforest, they've become an integral part of local traditions and mythology. The fluff is used by tribes for the production of blowgun darts, and the trees support so many species of animals that they are often the starting point for hunts. So integral to the ecosystem these trees are, they were seen as sacred by the Mayans and are featured in carvings and writings across the region. Number 1, Hyperion. The giant redwoods that grow in California are by far the tallest trees in the world. There are many of these towering giants throughout the state, but one that stands above all others is known as Hyperion. Discovered in 2006, it has been officially measured and verified to reach an astonishing height of 379.1 feet. It stands in a remote part of one of California's Redwood National and State Parks. However, its exact location remains a closely guarded secret, as revealing it could attract too many visitors and risk damage to the tree and its surroundings. Believed to be between 600 and 800 years old, Hyperion contains around 18,600 cubic feet of wood, an incredible volume for a living organism. Yet, it may not hold its crown forever. Researchers have found signs that woodpecker activity near its top has halted its upward growth in recent years. With other massive redwoods still being discovered, it's likely only a matter of time before another giant takes Hyperion's place as the tallest tree on Earth.